Welcome back in. Healing with the help of horses. H.O.O.V.E.S does just that for local veterans and more. Amanda Held is here with me to talk about their mission and some upcoming events. Amanda, always good to see you. Let's go back. What was your transformation? You're a veteran. What was your transition from discovering, being a veteran and discovering what this can do and how you can help others to where you are now? And you've been doing it for a few years now, of helping so many veterans overcome PTSD, just the anxiety of coming home. Absolutely,
that's a great question. So I started my own personal journey when I got out of active duty. I really struggled. I struggled with purpose, fitting back into society. I really found myself in a place where I didn't want to be here anymore. And when I tried to go the clinical route, nothing that they were giving me was working. And I actually ended up at a point where a doctor looked at me and he said, "You're treatment resistant, and there's nothing that we can do to help you, and you're never going to regain a full quality of life." So if you can imagine having somebody say that to you, it doesn't really make you want to be alive anymore. And by divine intervention, serendipity, God, whatever you want to call it, my life was saved by a wild Mustang named Shelby, who I still have today, and she's really the catalyst for the program. But when I was able to fully heal and regain control and completely eliminate my diagnosis of PTSD, I thought, how many other veterans out there are being told that they can't heal too? And now I know that I don't think anyone's treatment resistant. I think that sometimes people just haven't found the treatment that works for them.
So then you started the path of getting the educational background, learning the psychological part of it, to be able to be a therapist.
So I'm actually not a clinical therapist, but I am a trauma coach, and I did in 2009 start on the journey of getting certified to be able to help other people through horses. And since then I've got my master's in psychology. I've taken countless human behavior programs and certifications. So our program is a little bit unique because it is not psychology based, it's actually behavior based. And so there is a difference. And I like to say, if you're treating your psychology, you're treating your symptoms, which isn't wrong or bad, and it's something that is important for people to do. But I call it running with a rubber band around your waist, because if you're not treating your behavior, if you're not getting to the root, then you're going to get so far and you're just going to snap back, right? So what we do at H.O.O.V.E.S in 5 days is we spend time with horses, where I like to say horses reflect the life inside of the human, but then we actually have a curriculum and a set of tools that we teach people to help them shift their paradigm, reprogram their behavior, so when they go home, instead of having to use tools, instead of having to de-escalate themselves and meditate and do all these things, because we've changed their behavior, they just automatically respond different in stressful situations. And a lot of times people will get through a situation and they'll call me and they'll be like, "What the heck? I didn't respond like in anger or rage, or I didn't shut down. I just got through it with poise and grace." And I tell them that's because we've reprogrammed your behavior and we haven't treated your psychology.
How many veterans have you helped now over the years?
So since 2011, we have helped over 800 veterans.
Isn't that astounding? You should be very proud. I know you are.
It's surreal, you know. I think when you're doing this work every day and you're so focused on the mission, you don't always realize the outcomes. And then sometimes I'm talking about H.O.O.V.E.S and I say things out loud and I'm like, wow, we have really done some things, and I just feel like a steward of this work. I feel honored and blessed to be able to provide this.
We have a minute left. I want to go over some events coming up now. You've got some of the healing intensive sessions coming up April 22nd, May 13th, and there are spots open. So if you're interested in doing that, you need to contact H.O.O.V.E.S on that. And also you've got a Kentucky Derby event coming up, a fundraiser on May 3rd. Talk about that.
We do. So we've partnered with Heben's Field of Dreams out in Grand Rapids, Ohio. And it was a serendipitous thing again, but Mackenzie, the owner, called and said, "We'd like to do a Kentucky Derby party. We'd like to partner with a charity." Yeah. I said, "This is something I've wanted to do for like 10 years. So we've put it together. It's going to be great. We have cash prizes for the best hat and the best suit for men. We have a scavenger hunt. We have great food provided by White House Inn. We're sponsored by Tito's, so we'll have some great drinks as well, of course, the mint julep. But it's just going to be an amazing time. So if you can't make it to the Derby itself, this is the next best thing. plus you're supporting a cause, and all of the profits will go through sponsoring veterans to come through our program so that we can keep it at no cost to them.
There's the phone number, the email address, and the address that the H.O.O.V.E.S farm are out there in Swanton Road off Wilkins Road. Amanda, we are out of time, but thank you so much for being here.
Thank
and
you,
best
Dan.
wishes to you another year. Doing some great things out there.
Thank you so
in
much.
Swanton. Thanks.